Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, and we called on twice in the victory last week. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Got a lot of running room, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The give to the back. And that ball is live in the backfield. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Dropping back, it's high. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Running toward the tape. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Off-play action on 1st down. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. To throw, it's high. He lofts one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Now adjusting. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, now they're headed the other way.
And these wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarm did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Hahn. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, the receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. On target over the middle. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Get it out on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The offense will quickly use a timeout. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It would have been a 54-yarder if they had tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Colorado 17, 17, 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17. 17.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, we wondered all week how this one was going to play out, and through 2 quarters of ball, the answer is like a good old-fashioned barn burner. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dialing up a second down pass play. Got his man quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over him. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right?
He's looking deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Line gets set, first down. He leaves it with his back. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Good enough for
He's going to pass. Looking to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Hahn. Immediately fires to the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Oh, my. Circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd down play from the gun. Got out of trouble and throws. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's hot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. After the misfire now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The aerial assault continues. Shoots it to the left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
You want to have a lot of success on defense, make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. The offense coughs it up. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woof. Deep breath, big sigh of relief. He's able to recover it. You know, you put that thing on the deck, you start to panic, but great job getting back to the fumble, recovering his own fumble. Otherwise, whew, that could have been bad.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these